Hello, I think we are live. We should be live. If you guys are watching, please do. Yep, we are live. Hello and welcome. Welcome to the live. Excited to be on. I don't know what the delay counter is on this one, so I'm trying to figure out what it is. But obviously, it's quite an important day in football, and if you don't watch football, you probably won't be in this channel, if I'm being honest. But realistically, a big day for not just for Chelsea, but clubs around Europe. The transfer window closes today. Very excited to see what happens in terms of how it is. Would love to know all of you guys' questions, so please put it in the chat below, or on the side if it is. And I'd really love to know what you guys think and what you guys have been hearing so far. And I'll let you guys know what my opinions are on certain players, and specifically, obviously, Chelsea and their transfer window this summer, and their final kind of additions to the squad that they're making today with Zakaria as well as Aubameyang. And then obviously Memphis Depay, if you guys have been following it live on Twitter, has publicly said that he doesn't want to leave Barcelona. So that is something that Chelsea will be missing out on, obviously. And not the best of situations, if you ask me, because realistically, I'm not very keen on him, but a lot of people were, and they all thought, he is someone who could make a difference in our front lineup. So yeah, honestly, would love to know your thoughts on it. So put it on the chat for us to discuss. But really quickly going through the top transfers of today, and specifically from Chelsea. I'll start with Chelsea because obviously this is a Chelsea channel, and for some reason I feel like I'm banned from Twitter. What's just happened? Okay, so Twitter has decided to completely sign me out of every single thing, and it won't let me sign back in for some reason. So that is quite interesting, if I may. Right, I've somehow... Okay, great. What a great start to the stream, guys. I have somehow been locked out of every single Twitter account that I have, and it won't let me sign in for some reason. Hey, come on. Okay, I'm not gonna... Oh, I'm gonna have to physically Okay, I'm gonna have to physically sign into every single account I've got, but... I'm gonna try and quickly do this so that I can get back to talking about transfers. Obviously, transfers, the last hour and a half or so in the Premier League, at least when the transfer window closes, and it'll be very interesting to see how we deal with that situation. Dude, I am trying every password I have saved for this, and I feel like I won't ever get this. So right. What is up with Twitter? Just, I hope it's not with everything that I've been signed out of, because oh my god, I have been signed out of everything. Great start to the stream, guys. Great start. Really enjoying the stream so far. So without a doubt, make sure to subscribe, because realistically, this is what transfers is about. So much going on that you end up losing out on so many things. Okay. Anyways, instead of just complaining, obviously we're gonna try and talk about transfers by the time I can figure out how to sign in. For those of you watching, well, Aubameyang is confirmed. Obviously, that was one that was confirmed today afternoon by Fabrizio Romano. No, here we go yet, because I think the medical's still pending. So, waiting for the medical to happen once that is done. But one that happened quite quickly. And I think this is because the medical happened at Juventus, or this might have been because the medical happened before, finalizing talks just to speed up the process. Obviously, this is a last-minute transfer, or it feels like a last-minute transfer, and that is because, we have so many injuries that we have to focus on getting in midfielders. And that is what we're doing. So as I type out this tweet to try and advertise the stream, make sure to leave a like rating below and comment what your thoughts have been so far this transfer window and what you've thought of Chelsea FC and their transfers this so far. Along with that, Zakaria, let's start with him and his discussions. Honestly, very excited to have him. He is injury prone. We have seen that at Juventus. Hasn't been the best of performers, hasn't found consistency, but he is young. He's 25, if I'm not wrong. So he is someone that can come in and adapt to a new playing style, unlike a few other players that we've brought in, cough cough Lukaku. But he is someone that I'm excited to see. Hopefully he doesn't bring in the injury issues that he's gonna bring in. For those of you, okay, so. Not just that, but for some reason my webcam settings have also been messed up. So you guys, whenever I look around, it puts it out of focus as well. So it should be fine now. Hopefully no more of that. Honestly, what I'm thinking about most is the fact that I'm gonna have to sign into billion sites now. And it's gonna piss me off doing that every time I visit a site. So very, very annoying in those terms. But along with that, the big news coming and official news coming from Chelsea FC is that Harvey Vale's signing a 3-year contract, whereas he's going on a loan as well to Hull City in the Championship. So good kind of time for him to pick up a few goals, pick up a few great performances, and come back at Chelsea and maybe be required at Chelsea, because realistically this just solidifies the fact that we're gonna have Aubameyang come in. And I say that because when you have Aubameyang, we have Broja, and then you have Havertz as well, who hasn't been performing, but again obviously would be picked ahead of Harvey Vale in terms of experience, and I guess more first team experience realistically at this point, not a lot of based on performance. But when you've got 3 strikers in front of you, there's not a lot of minutes you can get at Chelsea, so it's a great move for him. Excited to see Nathan Ampadu go as well and have his loan spell. But one that I'm not excited about at all, and I have been talking about all day on streams on Instagram, I've talked about it on Ankit's stream as well, that Billy Gilmore shit show that has happened at Chelsea FC. To put it kindly, I would say this is me saying it kindly, because 9 million for someone like Gilmore with so much potential, and for us to just let him go to Brighton is a horrific decision. And I want to find out who did it, because honestly, I do expect Tuchel to be asked those questions, but I do really hope if it's not him, he comes out clean and he says it rather than him playing around. And I'll be very disappointed if he does, because I've not been very impressed with Tuchel and the way he's been handling press conferences the last few weeks, especially after the losses that we've had. So that is something that I do want to see an improvement in. God, oh my God, I have to log it. Okay, I'm gonna sit here all night talking about transfers while I log into every single account I own. Come on, just automatically do it. All right, anyways. What are your thoughts? Aubameyang. I'm excited to have him at Chelsea. I'm excited, but at the same time cautious on what I say, because I don't want to have it end up like Lukaku, like Morata, like any of our strikers, as well as realistically any of our forwards, and the lack of performances that they've put in. So I'm not going to be one to praise Aubameyang a lot unless he actually performs well right off the bat. As I say that, I have to try and look through 1,000 images to find one image, which I can't actually find for some reason. So this is what happens on deadline day, guys. This is what happens on deadline days. Got everything set up, and then suddenly everything just thrown out of the window. So quite annoying, in my opinion. But yeah, that's probably one. Aubameyang, Zakaria, Memphis Depay. Obviously, he's publicly said he's not coming anywhere, so can't really say anything in terms of him coming anymore. I've just seen Google reset my whole browser as well, so that is gonna be a hell as well. So yeah. This is no longer a transfer stream, just me complaining. I'll sit here for the next hour complaining at this rate. Liverpool's come up with a good transfers. For those of you asking, Liverpool have had a good window. Arsenal completed their window quite early. There was one transfer they were looking out for, but obviously not a lot that's happening there. But yeah, I mean, in the end, the way they're playing, they should be very happy with how things are going, and they shouldn't be complaining quite a lot. At the end, if things go wrong, the manager can just jump in, if it actually is needed. But yeah, realistically, if you look at our transfer window over the last few months, you know, Raheem Sterling, the first one, Koulibaly, Chukwuemeka, the youngster, Cucurella, Salonina, obviously he's on loan still, but Fofana, Aubameyang, and Dennis Zakaria, that is quite a solid transfer window on paper. It's just time to convert that into a good window on I guess the pitch, because that hasn't been happening at Chelsea FC so far, so it is quite frustrating. Aubameyang done. There it is. Aubameyang is officially done. Here we go, given by Fabrizio Romano, as well as Simon Phillips, who confirms it as well. So Fabrizio Romano as well. So yep, as expected, it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time before it was confirmed. So excited to see that one happen. Obviously. I'm just trying to post something, which is why I'm a bit silent. If you guys haven't watched, by the way, the podcast, we talked a lot about these situations, or not these situations, but as in these transfers. And well, Arsenal, who were pushing for Douglas Luiz, are still pushing, but a bid rejected, and sounds like Arsenal's pursuit of Douglas Luiz could be over with the transfer window closing just over an hour from now. Dan James also completed his medicals as a new Fulham player, deal agreed, and Leeds are working on a new deal there, so quite a lot happening all around. Alvarez, for those of you asking, that one's not happening anymore. You know, something that was exciting. In my opinion, he was someone he was young, coming in, plays as a number 6 for Chelsea. He could have played as a number 6 for Chelsea. He plays as the number six. He could have played as a number six for Chelsea. You have to forgive me for being a bit clumsy with names and forgetting quite a lot of stuff. It is 1 a.m. here, and I've been up since 7, so busy day today. Busy day today. Uh, for those of you playing FPL, well, it must be very exciting to see the fact that uh, you've got Haaland who's brought in 34 points and probably given everyone a better average than a lot of the scores that we were gonna get this weekend. Ugh. I think what I'll do, guys, is end the stream here because realistically, with Chelsea FC already doing the business that they want to do, and obviously a few of those transfers haven't gone down too well. Not had gone down too well, but obviously not every transfer target has been bought out or has been taken into consideration. Obviously, there will be deals that will fall through and deals that will not happen. Maybe Chelsea's good, maybe Chelsea's bad. You never know. Can't tell in these kind of situations. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Follow for more. Next podcast coming in soon. Hopefully, once after the West Ham game, and then we'll do a quick transfers roundup as well. And talk about that one last time for this season before we actually concentrate and only talk about the transfers rather than not transfers, talk about the season rather than transfers in between and have our mind split into two. So thank you very much for watching, and